Hey guys, welcome to a brand new channel. Haven't really thought of a name yet, but I'm sure I'll have it by the time you see this. We're going to be working on this van. This van was a gift to me by a former coworker. He retired and said he wanted me to have this van. Not without issues though. This van, the motor overheated. It got oil in the coolant in the oil, coolant in the oil, and sat parked for a year and a half like that. Now the motor is stuck. Still a good van though. The body's in pretty good shape. Minor dings and whatnot. Does need a grill, does need a fender. But today's goal is to see if I can get that motor spinning. To catch you up, I did already pull the spark plugs out, drain the oil out of it, and I have put some Marvel Mystery oil down the spark plugs, and that was about a week ago. It's been soaking. I've never used this stuff. Don't really know if it lives up to the hype, but I figured I'd give it a shot. So I'm going to crawl underneath there, see if I can get it spinning off the crankshaft. This van's really in pretty good condition. The interior is, besides being dirty, really nice for a van this age. This van is a 93 and it's very dirty, but I mean everything's here. This is a Buvel. I think I'm saying that right. Buvel. This fender's crunched. I need to get one of those. So it only has two front seats and then two bench seats. One of the bench seats is missing the base, risers, whatever you want to call it. But realistically, I only need one, and I'd rather have that one than the front one because my kids are grown up and they won't really fit between here. But yeah, the guy who gave me this van was a really nice older gentleman who really loved vans, and he knew that I also had an appreciation for vans. I currently drive a 99 Chevy van, so when he saw that, he was like, I'd like for you to have that van. A funny story about, I'll tell you later, about how he kind of tricked me into giving me this van, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, this van's, I'm real excited about this van because it's just a way cooler look than my 99 Chevy Express. But anyways, let's see if we can get underneath here and get this motor spinning over. Okay. So if you're wondering, the only reason I'm doing this is to see if this motor is worth my time rebuilding it. Because if it won't even spin over, I'm not going to spend the time to go through it. I'm just going to find a different motor. But let's see what we can do. This is a 350 Chevy, 5.7 liter obviously, which is a really common thing, and I shouldn't have any issues finding a different one if I need to. Okay. Yeah, we're just cranking that. Nothing. Let's try going the other way. Yeah, no. Nothing. So, going to the front of the crankshaft, I don't even know if I can show you guys. Hold on. Alright, so going off the front of the crankshaft up there, there's a bolt in the center. It's a 5/8 bolt. I couldn't spin it. Not off the front of the crankshaft. That's a terrible angle. So my next thing is going to be to go back to the back of the engine and see if I can get a pry bar on the flywheel. So let me get that set up. Alright. I don't even know if you guys are going to be able to see any of this, but I'm going to try. Okay. So at the back of the engine we have this cover or the bell housing. The cover needs to come off. I should have really jacked this thing up, but I didn't do it. In case you haven't noticed, I don't have a fancy garage or a shop, but I do have a concrete pad, so that's not nothing. There is a bunch of cats running around. One's right behind the camera now. We don't really say they're ours, but we do feed them because we feel bad for them. Of course it's metric. But if anybody wants a cat, there's one, there's one, there's one. I think there's like 10 of them running around here. Yeah, come get them. You won't, but come get them anyways. I gotta go get some metric sockets because that's 10 mil less. This? Oh, I do have a 10 mil. Never mind, I don't have to go anywhere. What would you guys do? Would you try to fix this motor? And to fix it, I mean completely rebuild it? Or would you just try to find something else? I've already done some price checking, and I can even go down to Advanced Auto Parts. I'm gonna need a wrench. I can go down to Advanced Auto Parts and get, it's a lovely view of the back of my arm, isn't it, guys? Alright. I could just go get a reman motor for, I think it was like 2,200 bucks. I think it had like a 50,000 mile warranty or something. I kind of think that might be the way to go, but I don't really have that in the budget for this right now. I mean, I wasn't really planning on getting this van, so I wasn't saving money for a new motor. But I think that might be the way to go. It's not like I don't have the money, I just don't want to spend the money. But that's my problem. Alright, I gotta go get a wrench. I came back. I brought a short socket and a wrench. Because crawling in and out is less fun than it seems. I know you all are just thrilled to see me up under here. So if you're interested in hearing about my story at all, I'm 37. I have to think about that for a second. You know you're older when you have to start thinking about your age. And not that I'm like old, but not as young as I used to be. Let me move you guys. Oh. And anyways, I moved out of Florida last summer because of, there are multiple reasons, but the big one was politics. Not gonna hide that. Not a fan of what's going on down there. It's only gotten worse since I left. 2 kids, wife, and I like vans for some reason. Probably because They got a lot of space inside, and you can, it's like a pickup truck but more affordable, and your stuff doesn't get all wet. These transmission lines in my way. Come on, don't be like that. Don't tell anybody, but I'm gonna bend these transmission lines out of my way. Ow. I'm okay. I think we got it. And this exhaust is right there. Whose idea was this? That's out. Don't know how I'm gonna get it back in, but it's out. Sounds a lot like future me's problem. Okay, so now the flywheel, which is just out of frame for you guys. Hopefully you know what it looks like. It's got a bunch of teeth on it. I'm gonna stick a pry bar on those teeth. Try not to break them. Let's see if I can get this thing to move at all. So going to the flywheel, you've got the most leverage on the motor. So that's why I come back here. Not that I'm a professional by any means. Wow, that thing is super stuck. I'm not a mechanic. I stress that on a regular basis. Not that I don't know a little bit about vehicles, but I don't necessarily tell people what I do know, because then they want me to do stuff. And I always feel bad when somebody asks me to work on their car and then it turns into more of a problem than we initially thought. Oh, I think it moved just a little bit. I'm gonna try going the other way. I really should have jacked it. I am, however, a professional metal fabricator. I've been doing it for, gosh, probably 20 years. Not professionally, but amateurly, professionally, oh, gosh, probably 17 or so years. I'm trying to remember. It's hard to keep it all straight. And it's interesting. I work in a shop where I do a lot of like collision repair on big vehicles. Well, specifically fire trucks and other emergency vehicles like ambulances. We don't do police cars, just because they're not our specialty. I do mostly aluminum work, which is cool, and it pays the bills. Oh, jeez. This thing is really tight. I don't have very high hopes for this. Rumor is this van was running when he parked it, but then it sat for 1.5 years with water in the motor. That's not cool. Motors don't like that. I think it might be trying to turn a little bit, just not very well. You know what? We're gonna go get a jack and some jack stands. You stay here. Going up, y'all. I did put a block of wood behind the back wheels, just so y'all know. I may not be the smartest, but I'm also not the dumbest. Yo, the mosquitoes out here are ridiculous. I think that's all she's got. Oh, too far. Alright, coming down. Let's give it the push test. Alright, she's good. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, stuck motor. Dropped my phone. So, I think it was trying to turn over. I got some more room, I can back you guys up. Come on. Yeah. You guys see that? You can't see that. What's leaking on me? Is that oil? Where are you coming from? Oh my gosh. Guys, I turned the motor over like a 1/4 inch and now it's... Oh. Spark plugs are out and I filled the cylinders. Yeah, that checks out. I'm gonna go back to the front of the motor where I'm not gonna get an oil shower. So hopefully now that it moved a little bit, it'll continue to move. Maybe wishful thinking. Yep. Wishful thinking. I'm gonna trade spots with you guys. Maybe I won't get so dirty. get oil all over you guys. Trying to figure out what Marvel Mystery Oil smells like. It's a familiar scent, almost like peppermint. Like, what are those after dinner mints? They're like real chalky ones. I think that's what it is. Which isn't a bad smell, to be honest with you. Right. Aye. Alright. The glasses are gonna be all oily. Oh, and my hair. It's not even really a good spot to pry on over there. I'd like to go backwards a little bit now, but yeah, that's tight. Ugh. That's just water coming out of it now. That's lovely. Good. Ow. Y'all think I should do the wrong thing and just go get my other van and a set of jumper cables and see if the starter motor will turn it over now? Might. Yep, now we're getting oil out of this side. Man, this thing is really tight. Ow, Jesus. I got this flap of metal, you can't see it, the inner wheel well. Every time my pry bar slips off, my hand goes right up into it. Alright, I'm gonna go get the other van. This is my other van, Big Ronda. Need a name for that van if you have any suggestions. Might have to set you down while I do this. Don't fall. Alright. You guys can hang out back here for a couple minutes. what she's got. Oh. Big round of smelly. You guys gonna stay there? I guess not. Work. Here we go. No. Oh. We got a little bit of a turn. No. Let's give the battery a second. You guys need a new battery also. How did you start recording? I didn't push any buttons. Maybe I did, I don't know. Alright. Let's give this another shot. Still no. Nope. Alright. I'm going back underneath. Alright guys, let me see if I can show you what I'm doing. It's gonna be a little tricky, it's kind of tight up in there. Turn you around. You around. Now. Right. Here, that's the starter motor, that's the flex plate. I'm just getting in there. And you can see it's moving. But I think I need to go all the way around by hand before the starter's really gonna take over. It's the starter's trying to turn, but I think there's a tight spot, and it'll turn all that I've worked it and then get to that tight spot and stop. So I need to see if I can get it. This is a terrible angle. See if I can get it spinning all the way around by hand first, and then the starter should be able to take over. The ground is still over there running away, charging up the battery, so it's looking good, but we'll see. Guys, I got it spun around about 3/4 of the way, then it got real tight. Kind of running out of time to be fooling with it at the moment, so I'm gonna give this one more shot, and then I'm gonna have to take a break and come back. But let's just see if the starter motor has enough to get past it. Oh, now she's real stuck. Nope. Alright, I gotta take a break. We'll be back in a little bit. Hey guys, it's the same day, just a little bit later. Did work on it a little bit more. I was up underneath there with the pry bar, working on the crankshaft. I was able to spin it all the way around. Now, put the key in. She's spinning. So, with that, I think it's worthwhile pulling this motor apart, seeing what's on the inside. Probably sending it out to a machine shop. I want this thing to be reliable, so I'm not going to do like my normal backyard rebuild where I just run a cylinder hone down it and slap it back together. So I'll probably do this one more the right way and send it out and have it checked, because it was stuck. It was really stuck. There's probably some rough spots in there where the rust in the inside of the piston's just not happy. But I got this turn over. That was my goal for today. So I'm gonna leave you guys here. Still need a name for this van. I was thinking Uncle Fred. The guy that gave me this van was named Fred. Everybody called him Uncle Fred. So I'm thinking about naming the van Uncle Fred. My wife thinks that's a little creepy, but I don't know, it's not her van. Anyways, yeah. If you guys have any advice for me on how to pull this motor out, I know a lot of people say the easiest thing is to take this whole front clip off. which I'm probably going to agree with, but I haven't actually looked into it. Let me know. Also, I don't know if you can tell, back there, I've got a 2006 Cadillac CTS. It's kind of rough, but it's my wife's old car. I own it, it's paid for. Think about swapping a motor in that and just making a fun car out of it. Not really into like an LS swap, anything like that. I want to go older, get all the computers out of it. So let me know what you guys think about something like that. Is that something y'all would like to see? My older son is gonna be 16 in a couple of years. I know I got time, but that might be a fun father-son project, and that could be his when he gets there. So let me know what y'all think. Anyways, still haven't thought of a name for this channel, but stuff like this is what you want to see. Subscribe, give this video a like, tell me what else you want to see. I don't really want this to be just car related. It'll probably be more of just an everyday vlog for me. Probably not so much the family, but just me. So I'll catch you all in the next one.